Hey everybody, this is Kajor, and gonna be streaming some 2D game development today. Hey Khalid, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming some 2D game development today. I'm working on my 2D roguelike game called Necromancer. Right now I have a bug, so I need to figure out what's going on there. Start over. Keep that actually. Zoom in. That's probably good enough. Then we need to figure out why Batman. Hmm. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's say okay, it's not even saying I clicked it. Oh, okay. Oh wait, that's how we do it, I think. Hmm. It's not even registering the click. I think I know why. Pretty sure it's clicking something it shouldn't be, or it's processing the event for other items in the scene. And skipping that one. So I'm trying to think about the logic here, how it should be updated. Yep. We should really be going in layer order. Layer descending. Do. Click on tooltip, highlight button, click on rectangle. What if I reverse the list and then do that? I think that's how I need to do it. If I reverse this, I think I just cracked the code. Okay, cool. I think that's better. This will find issues later if we. And then we get the dots. There we go. There's little lines. Oh, actually the wrong legend. We're just gonna get rid of that function because that's not being used. Okay, so the enemy is not getting the correct help, first of all. This persistent statement occur. Okay, let's see. He does not have current health. The enemy max health. Oh, just health, not current health. All right, we're just gonna update that now. Ooh. Okay. Sorry. Okay, we should be able to kill him pretty fast now. Okay, cool. Now enable at 3. Actually, let's see something real quick. I want to see something real quick. Basically, I'm just gonna be killing these dudes or get like trying to fly through this real quick. Here we go. Can only probably go to the top route. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Oh no. It'll be top to bottom. But since they're low health, it should be quick. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's not good. Hit a seg fault. Something. I bet we're trying to update text after we're trying to leave the scene, maybe. Text box. I think what we need to do is prevent updates. When we are changing scene. Oh, it's in main mode. Okay. Let's go back to Chixbox. And then hopefully that's good enough. I guess the more we'll find, the more we'll need to do that, but I think that's a good check to do. Oh, enemy health is 4 after attack. Okay. GG. No way, it did it again. Re-render text. This render text is equal to A little concerning. Hey, Wheelie Coach, I'm just seeing your comment. I don't know if you're still there, but you see that I see a gnome. See that I use a GNOME-based distro kind of distribution. This is just Fedora. This is Fedora. Sorry, I didn't have my chat up. I was looking off at something to the side. Please just work. Okay, something's going on here. Jeez, it's broken. Oh wait, can I just get out though? No. Okay, let me. All right, what I'm trying to do is take a look and see. I'm working on some analytic stuff, so trying to see what happens when I die later on. Oh, I messed up. Okay. Go straight to the boss. It's just a random character. Slime, of course. Okay, we're just gonna... Actually, we're gonna lose to the boss. I don't think we could beat him anyways. Oh wait, I'm not gonna lose. I keep getting shield. Maybe. Wait, let me... Why do I get so much shield? Let's figure that out. Say player... Player shield is applying intent shield with count 4. Get shield block. What is this? Oh my god. I'm multiplying it by... Oh, it's literally squaring it. Brother. It took me so long to figure out, or not to figure out this, just to do this. Alright, when I die, I want to see if we get the data. Oh, hey, Justin6. Good. How are you? I'm working on that Necromancer game right now, just testing. I was working on some analytic stuff, trying to get some data when the player dies, basically. I want to send some information about their run to like a database, so yeah, and it just sent. So I have basic data, literally just basic data right now. Forest climb, max health, and then I'm gonna have a bunch of other, obviously more telling stuff. But what I'm actually supposed to be working on, which I'm getting distracted from, you said, oh, I recognize this. This is a Steam game. Yep, this is a Steam game. Been working on it most days. I think I've really on it like in the past few months. I've only maybe not worked on it for like 7 days max. But I'm trying to work on this map system. Need to make it more dynamic because I need to get it ready for the art, which is this. So this is what it's gonna look like when it's ready, or I guess when I get all the assets. So I'll get all these. This is just obviously the mock-up, but I'll make them more, or I'll get these individually and then need to place them dynamically like this throughout the map. Then I'll obviously randomize it. So I haven't done too much data gathering, just one for mobile game for catching errors and crashes. Yeah, I need to do that or make that a part of it as well. I'll probably have that all stored in different tables. I want to have that. I want to make sure I can like feature flag stuff. So if I introduce something new, I can like pull it back without putting a patch out. So the art's looking clean. Thank you, thank you. Yes, it's not my art. The artist I've worked with this artist before on like small projects that he's made. Like I've done programming on it, but finally convinced him to work on something. He really likes this game idea, so he's actually designing the game as well along with me. So I don't know if you caught the this stuff, but he's been creating new pieces and stuff. New enemy, I think that wasn't in the video. Updated the player a little bit, add some shading there, and then created a bunch of mock-ups for other characters in the game. Also created a shop. I kind of have that set up, but I have it set up, but it's not functional yet. So yeah, I got it all set up because these are all individual assets, so I had to place them all, and I just need to. What I need to do now is make them all dynamic, like all these pieces come in dynamically and stuff like that, and then buy it, add it to your inventory and all that stuff. So basically a lot, but getting all this stuff placed and the UI is mapped to it. I don't have it showing right now, but like there's action. I can click on these and action. Like I can right now I'll just have a print statement going, but now I just need to wire it up with logic to, buy, sell stuff, or I guess buy and buy stuff. Yeah, this is looking much improved from the video. Lots of progress. Thank you. Yeah, I've been working a ton on this. More so, I guess, not a lot. I guess if I wasn't doing the art, you wouldn't really see much. I've been doing a lot of like back end work and stuff. You said this is all in your engine, right? Yep, this is all my engine. I guess I kind of a lot of the stuff I've been working on too is improving the engine, because I'm trying to get it ready for a game jam, and also actually a couple of game jams, hopefully. One is an in-person one in like July, so I've been working on it, trying to get it as good as possible, but there's just so much you can add to any given game engine that it's just so hard to get it all together while I'm trying to work on the game too. And a lot of stuff I'm doing is just making me work faster. Right now I'm not using it because a lot of stuff I'm doing right now I don't really need the editor for, which is, I also like that about the engine. Like you don't have to be dependent on an editor. Like you can just code stuff, which I like. Sometimes I like working in the editor, sometimes I like coding, but yeah. So I need to, I guess actually this is probably a good example where I can show the editor. So I already have the project open. I'm gonna open this shop because there's a bunch of issues with the shop right now because I made a lot of code changes and I didn't actually fix these function calls in the shop. So if I play it, there's actually a bunch of errors happening right now. You can't really tell, but the errors, there's syntax errors because I made a bunch of changes to the API. So I'm gonna find one of these errors, or actually probably any of these would suffice to do. And then if I open media UI, let's go to, okay, let's just start here. Media erect. I need an ID. Yeah, okay. So I need an ID and I need to... Ooh, I can try the hover event, which I actually don't think I've implemented, so let's see. Is it still not working? I'm gonna move that out of the way because I'm not actively updating that. Okay, a bunch of errors are firing off here. Let's see if exit button is still in here. No, it's not. Maybe it hasn't happened. All right, so let's just go with that. Sometimes this acts funny. It's not actually a method error call. So we'll just kind of see. This makes sense to me. What would I need a border with? I already have it. Job. You said, how do you like making a roguelite? I like it, like idea-wise. Like, I think it's really easy to think about fun things to add. Like, it's almost like a, I guess with this, it's almost like a kitchen sink. So like, for this, another thing that I've worked on was like, creating a spreadsheet. Let me open it up. I actually have it through Google Drive, but I'll just show the local one. We haven't done anything lately. But the thing, I guess the thing I like about it is like, I feel like it's like, you can kind of just come up with a kitchen sink of ideas. So I have like list of enemies, pieces, and then the pieces have, you know, their descriptions and stuff like that. And I can just think like, for pieces, oh, it would be cool if we could add this piece for the board. We could be cool if we had like, you know, obviously like lifesteal, things like that. I play a lot of roguelites. So I really like I think about like, okay, how can I copy? Like, I guess a lot of the big inspiration is like Slay the Spire. I don't know if you've ever played that, but you probably heard of it. One of the bigger ones. It's just being able to come up with ideas that are like that, and I really enjoy that. But I think the issue that we're going to run into is right now is figuring out how to balance this, right? Like, we're going to create all this stuff. Like, we have these treasures, which are like, you know, what you would call relics in other games, pieces, potions, and like random events. I think random events are fun, stuff like that. I think the design part of it is really fun. But I think it's like gonna be really hard to balance it and then make updates and then keep it balanced and then make more updates and then keep it balanced. That's my biggest fear, is like completely breaking the game balance wise very often. But I like it because I mean, like, I actually enjoy roguelites, whatever. I'm terrible at, you know, the name, I guess, like the semantics of it, but those types of games. I like playing them, and it's really fun to think about all the things you could do. But obviously, like everything you want to get into it is not going to be the right choice. This is like so bad because I'm like definitely going through things, and I just need to like go through and delete all of this code, or like refactor it. But I'm just trying to make this stuff work right now. Basically, all of yesterday I spent refactoring like one of my files. Why is this not deleting everything? Okay. I'm just really hoping it's not like messing up the numbers. I don't think it is. So yeah, I really like playing roguelites too. I've played most of the big ones, including Slay many smaller indies too. Yeah, they're just very fun to me. Like something about the surprise element is just so fun to me. Like I think like one of my favorite things to like, once we're not really in like full design mode, I'm still working on like, I don't say core mechanics. Like the match mechanics have been working for like, I've had that working for months now. But getting everything in a good spot, like I mean the shop and stuff like that, all the play around the play, making the map and stuff like that, that's core. I mean that is core mechanic, but not the actual true like core gameplay mechanic. Like once all that's settled, then I think we'll be in full design mode. But as long as I still have the like all this stuff, that these loose ends to tie up, like I'm not gonna be fully in that the full design mindset. And then once I am, then that's when I want it to be where it's so easy to just make these tweaks here and there, and then get things where I want. But until I get there, it's like I feel like I'm jumping from one thing to the other. Like I'm trying to worry about, I'm not trying to over engineer anything, but like I'm trying to make sure that like it's really hard for me to make a human error when we end up releasing it. Like I mean there's gonna be bugs. I'm gonna have bugs, but I don't want to have bugs where like, oh, I forgot to add a semicolon or a comma or something like that. Like I can't let stuff like that happen. Or, oh, I forgot this asset. I forgot to pack this asset into the build or something. So I'm trying to get everything in order. Right now, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong here. Click events. Oh. Oh, I got it. Function. I need to like type that. Okay. I'm working harder and not smarter. Yes. Still got a bunch of errors, that's okay. Oh wait, do we? Oh no, we fixed it. Okay, cool. All right, so the cool thing about the editor, which I've been trying to show, is like I can make live updates to my code. This is what I've been doing. I just haven't been showing the editor while I'm doing it. I can make live updates to my code. Like, trying to find a very easy example to show. Chandu 16. This is Julia. This is like a kind of like Python, I guess I'd compare it to, but it's much faster than Python. You say the replayability of roguelites is powerful. Yes, it's so powerful. That's what I love about them. Like they're just so like so fun. It's like something different every time, and I think it's obviously easier said than done to capture that. But I want to capture that. Okay, so to show an example, like if I just change this to 80, it should update here. See, I saved it and then it just did a quick update. So I just changed the code. So what I did was I have like a file watcher, so it watches the files like in the scripts folder, and then if I make a change, then it'll reload that script with all of the same properties on it. It'll basically transfer it to a new object. Ooh, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Yeah, so the goal on the shop, this is definitely like inspired by Sidespire. The goal in the shop is you can obviously buy, sell pieces, potions, and then these are where the treasures will be, and then this is your inventory and your, obviously representative of your money. And we need to add a settings thing in here, or like a menu button in here. The way we're looking at it is it's going to be, Steam is going to be like, I don't want to say soft launch, but Steam is going to be like a testing launch, like a test launch almost, because we want to see, we think this would do really well on mobile, or like would be good on mobile, would be fun to play, and we think Steam would be a good place to start. If it's not successful, like I don't think either of us, I think both of us are just want to get something released, but obviously if it does well, then we need to start looking out there. But if it is good enough to be on mobile, then I'll port it to Unity, since that's what I have the most experience in outside of this, my own engine, I guess. Which I'm pretty sure at this point I have more experience in my own engine than Unity. So yeah. Okay, so let's go back. Actually, we got that fixed. I'm gonna commit that. We added some assets. Oh, did I? Updates. System map manager fixes an issue with Battlefield calculation, adds new map image and music track. Nice. It's taking a bit since I had audio files in there. Okay. Where we at? Yeah, I think once I get through this, I think my biggest hurdles, I do not need to save that. My biggest hurdles right now are making sure that the shop is good, which obviously it's not right now. I have the UI mapped up here for everything, but I need to make everything appear dynamically. We need to add more pieces, add more potions, add more relics or treasures. But then obviously make sure that the functionality is mapped up. Then, ooh, I can't exit the shop. Oh wait, can I up here? Let's see. Is there an error? Error occurred. But yeah, I need to make sure the shop's good. I need to get the map working. Those are pretty big in my opinion. And then I need to just do some basic gameplay balance. And then I don't know what we're aiming for, but we only have like 15 pieces right now. I would think we would want like 30 maybe, and like 5 to 10 relics or something like that. Maybe like 10 relics to test, do like a beta or something like that. So I think we're gonna grind on this for the next month, and then hopefully have like a beta ready in like end of May, middle of May. Probably end of May, beginning of June, honestly. Then go from there. I have I'm gonna start trying to, I guess I need to start trying to market it. I mean, I'm gonna try to make sure I at least get 10 reviews. I mean, honestly, that's my goal, is get 10 reviews on it. I don't really care about going like gangbusters on it, but I guess we'll see. All right, let's pause this or stop it. I don't really need the editor right now, I don't think. So I'm just gonna leave that off to the side. Okay, so where were we? We were on the map. Okay, let's start with the... So, well, you have one of me. Thank you, I appreciate it. No, yeah, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, that's gonna be big. Like I guess my goal is to get, is the reason why my goal is to get 10 is just to like give it a fair shot at visibility, and then see where it goes. If it becomes something where we like, you know, get 100 or so, a couple hundred sales or something like that, then maybe it's worth it to invest more time in it. Maybe we just drop it and say, you know, on to the next one. But I really want this under my belt. I've been working on the engine. This will be a 2023. Yeah, I think I started it in 2023, like actually like dedicating a lot of time to it, and I made my first game with it in 2023. And I honestly, the only reason I did that is because I thought I was gonna make a YouTube video on it and just be like, all right, I'm done. And then I really just enjoyed it. Yeah, I really just enjoyed working on this, and then as I'm like creating more I created more games with it. I'm like, oh, you know, this is getting better. It's getting easier to make games. I actually enjoy this more than I enjoyed working in Unity. Then eventually I want to start learning about 3D and then adding 3D functionality to the engine, but that's probably like next year, once we're like things slow down on this game. You said so far, in my experience so far, the biggest influence of success is creators covering your game. Yeah, I should probably try to reach out to some creators at some point. I guess, like, what would you say, like a month before you're gonna release or something like that, or do you like do it like right on release? So, but I think getting out your first game will teach you so much valuable things. Yeah, that's my big thing, is like I've been saying for years. I mean, I guess since 2020 that I was gonna make a commercial game. That's when I was like streaming. I think I was streaming like almost every day before I could get a job, because it was when COVID happened. It was so hard to get a job. And I was streaming every day just so I can, like, you know, work on some projects and kind of be ready for a job. But I've been saying since then I'm gonna make something, and then so ironic that working on game engine has made me actually more like closer to finishing, like actually creating a commercial game than anything else. Because usually you see people do it and then they just never actually release anything or try to, because they get more interested in the engine. But I'm like, I get to, when I create things, I can make the engine better. Like through this, I've made it so much better. I've added so many features. I guess technically I can ship. I have the capability to ship to Windows, Mac, and Linux, but I'm going to, ironically, I'm developing it on Linux, but I'm only going to start with Windows, because obviously that's the biggest player base. And then if we have a lot more support or like sales or something like that, then that's when I would look into that, because I don't know if it's worth the effort if there's like platform specific issues to try to solve them. Said, I would give yourself 3 shots, one planned 3 launches, one demo launch where you give 2-week early access and email with early access key to creators. Next Fest launch again where you give 2 weeks before, and 3 actual game launch 2 weeks before. 2 weeks before early access, but probably with embargo for them to do content closer to the release day. Oh, okay. Demo launch. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. So you're saying do a demo. Actually, I'm just gonna literally take this and write this, or like copy this into like a Word document. Okay. Okay. So plan 3 launches. So a demo launch where you give 2-week early access, email with early access key to creators. 2 Next Fest launch again where you give 2 weeks before. 3 actual game launch 2 weeks but embargo. Yeah, that makes sense. Is there a summer Next Fest? Or am I thinking of summer sale, Steve? I think I'm thinking of summer sale. I guess it probably says it on the dashboard. He said this year it's February, June, and October. Still debating if I want to do June Fest with my next game. Which one is yours? Is your next one the like the animal, like that auto battler? It's 30th of April. Ooh, that's oh man. Ah, I see. Oh man. That's June 9th. Okay. Associated with Steam store page must be published in public. Ooh. So actually, we don't have a public store page. Would I need to have the store page ready before the 30th, or do I need it ready before the fest? Store page must be. Oh, it says none of your. I can. Duh, I didn't see that. Yeah, I guess I would need it. Ooh, that's tough. I wonder if there's any other best. Oh yeah, okay. I saw you working on that one, the Winnie the Pooh one. Yeah, yeah. I don't think we'll be able to have that ready in 4 days. I mean, I guess I have a lot of assets, but I don't think we have. I guess let me look. What I need: description, system requirements, controller support, 5 or more screenshots. Library assets is probably where I think I have enough for screenshots now. With that new art, I would have to do a couple generic gameplay screenshots. I guess with different enemies. System requirements easy. I actually tested on an old laptop that I had when I was in high school and it worked on it. So like 10 or 11 years ago. So, oh wait, no, 14 years ago. Gosh. But I tested it on that and it worked pretty well. Controller support description. I mean, that should be easy. Screenshots. I wonder if the requirements. Clearly show off the player's perspective and gameplay. Showing how to avoid menu screens. You said that's the other consideration is if it's enough time to do the demo launch and fest launch and time to not only make the game in demo ready, but send out emails to influencers. That's why I'm like that. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna look and see. Yeah, I think it's just that would be a pain to try to cram into 4 days. I definitely should have planned ahead. I guess I'll have to look for something more. Racing Fest. Yeah, I guess I think we'll just be not in a good spot, but I mean, ideally we would launch around summer sale, but I've heard mixed things about indies launching during like sales like the summer sale. I wish there was another fest between June and October. I'm wishing for that right now. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I know I have like I have a handful of people that like my friends that have played it a little bit, like a earlier version a couple months ago, and I'm gonna tap on their shoulders for for early purchase and reviews. So you don't want to launch mid sales, as far as I know. Yeah, I'll probably have to aim for either. Ooh, that's like 2 weeks too. I'll have to aim either before or after that then. I guess probably before that would be better if people are spending all their money. That even if the game is done before it, maybe holding on to it to take advantage of the best. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'll have to think about if we do that. Yeah, that's true. Could definitely build up some hype. So the I guess the cool thing about me making this game, or I guess one of the cool things, and I'm going to hopefully be able to take advantage of this, is that I'm creating it. The programming language I'm creating it with is. Hey, sir, how are you doing? Um, but the programming language I'm creating it with has like no games in it. Like there's never been a commercial game made with Julia. And so I would be the first one to do that, and a lot of people in the Julia community are excited about it. And that's actually one of the game jams I actually got invited to host, I guess, or do, is one for specifically for the Julia programming language at their like annual convention in the summer. So I would love to have it ready before then, so I can bring that game to show, like, hey, you guys, or not you guys, but like people can do this, because actually a lot of people don't think it's possible to, or like it's not viable for game creation because of like the garbage collector. But I've literally never seen any issues with it. Yeah, so I'm really hoping. I know somebody from the Julia community actually donated money for one of the games I created. Oh yeah, I remember. I think you commented on this game on my itch. Was this Super Mango? Dang, it's been a while since I've created like a game with this. Yeah, there's your comment. But yeah, this game, somebody donated money for that. But yeah, it's been quite a while since I've created something. Last year was this, which is actually like, this is the Game Jam game I created, the failed Game Jam game that I created for GMTK. So it's been a while since I've created anything serious, but I'm tired of creating like little games. Sir, you said, do you know how to develop iOS or Android app? I do not. I mean, I could probably figure it out, but I've never actually created one. I'm working on a desktop game, so more PC. So, but you can also use that as a way to promote the upcoming release and show off the demo there. Yes, exactly. That's the plan. And I think honestly, a lot of people in the Julia community probably don't like, or I don't say probably don't play games, but like Julia's more used in an academic setting. So like a lot of people in like college and going for like their PhDs and masters and stuff use it. So like that's why it's really not. It's usually more like, you know, like data analysis and stuff like that. So it might not interest a lot of people in terms of like they want to do it, but I bet it'll interest them just because they're like, oh, this is really cool. This will help grow the language if we can get other, like, because I think like game dev is like most people get into like software engineering, like anybody I've talked to is like, oh yeah, I made Pac-Man, or I made like Pong or whatever. Like most people who have probably programmed have probably created some sort of game. Obviously not, you know, commercial or AAA, most of them, but it's a really good tool to learn. If I can make that accessible like through this language, I think it can make it easier for a lot of people to want to use it. So said, imagine next fest would be a bigger boost, but if you use that event to promote the game and get more wish lists and interest leading into the fest, that would be maximum exposure. Yep, I agree. I think I can really, like, I think the best I can hope for is like a lot of like just trying to convince people to get wish lists and just be like, hey, like this doesn't cost you anything, you know. Like, but this would help me out a lot, and this would, I mean, obviously, like, there's a lot of people who really want to see this happen. So it's pretty cool. Like, there's a Julia forum, and like most, like I post on here, but most of my posts are for my game stuff. So, trying to find. Oh, here we go. Post. It's like in November of 2023, I created like a little tech demo of like an online game, which was like just a little multiplayer game. And like people were just loving it. Like I had a lot of likes and comments, and I got messages and stuff like that. 1.7K views on this like forum. But I think it's like I can tap into that, but I think mostly it's going to be for the momentum of exposure rather than like a lot of sales, which I'm not trying to like. I'm not trying to be like, hey, buy my stuff, but if people are interested in the Julie community, of course I want that. To Nexus acts like a multiplier on the wish list you have going into it. Yeah, that's what we need. I mean, obviously, like I said, this is my first game, like real game that I want to release, and I don't have high expectations. But if there's anything I can do to raise my odds, like I want to do it, you know. Okay. Let's see what we're doing. The map. I think what I'm gonna do is go to the map, and then I think we can drop the. I think what we can do is drop the mock scene in here. Entity. I'm actually using the editor right now. We'll just call that background. And we'll add a sprite to it. And then screen map. Oh, that is big. So yeah, I think it's good to not have high expectations. You learn a lot in the process of trying to make it successful. Yeah, I need to update this camera. Hopefully this is 1920 by 1080. Yeah, I am. I'm like pretty lucky that like with my regular job that like I'm in a good spot. So I would love to start building up the building up a community and start building something slowly. And with that, since I'm not like, oh, I'm quitting my job to make this, like I don't have that added pressure. And I just want, I mean, obviously I want it to do something. But it's nice to not have that pressure, and then the expectations are lower, and then it's not like, oh, I need to sell 10,000 copies. No, I just want to make something that other people play. Some people might enjoy, some people might not. And then go from there and make something else, and then maybe eventually then start talking about something, but I'm not going to learn those lessons until I actually do it. And then, I mean, I'm building. The cool thing is, like, when I'm doing this, I'm making my engine better, so I'm gonna decrease cycles for the next time I create a game with this, because like my goal is to like when I first created the engine, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be like a weekend project or like a couple weeks or something like that. Gotta make a video, forget about it for the rest of my life. And then I just kept working on it. And then I got to the point where like I created that game engine game or game jam game, and then I was like, man, I really think this idea has something, but I don't know, like I don't know what. I guess like I think this idea has something, but I need to like I want to go back to the drawing board and then redo it. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back and make it in Unity so I can port it to mobile. And then I start thinking about it, I'm like, man, I've been working on this game engine for the past year and a half. Like, if I do that, I'm going to basically commit to this for like a year and have to relearn Unity because I hadn't used it. I basically barely used it last year. Have to relearn Unity, and then all that time is lost on this project I really enjoy doing. So I'm like, okay, I can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, and then the more I create this stuff, the more tools I can add to it, the more things I can make to save my time. Like this menu system, like whenever I create another game, I'll just be able to go in and copy and paste these files and just be like, all right, I have graphic settings, you know, like I can go through and I can update this graphics. I can, you know, full screen it. I can, you know, whatever, pretty easily. Audio settings, stuff like that. The analytics stuff, crash reports, stuff like that. Yeah, so I like that, like I'm building stuff, and then I'm like, okay, like whenever I make my next game, like what can I extract from this? And it's not just gonna be a one-off thing. Which with a lot of most of the game, or I guess all the other games I made, game jam games and one-off projects that I abandoned, like I wasn't thinking about that. I was just like creating shit. Okay. So what are we gonna do? I'm trying to think about how I want this to go. I need to remove that background first of all. But let's do this in the editor. This should work. Hopefully. Yeah, it works. Okay. And then we'll go to Map Manager. Map background. I mean, I'm just gonna delete that because I no longer need that. Okay, cool. The only thing is, I don't know what he wants. I assume this is gonna be, this map is gonna be, I guess like I hop, like let's say he moves that way, then I think this is gonna, the map is gonna stay the same, and then all this stuff is gonna move around. So I'm trying to think how I want to match that up. You know what? Actually, we're gonna take a step back here, and I'm gonna get rid of that because I want to get this stuff working first. I need to, oh, this is why I need to fix this. The editor, the issue here is the editor doesn't have the offset correct for like where this window is and where this window is. Like it doesn't have that, so it makes it harder to do this here, which that's something I need to fix, but I'm not going to do that right now. It's getting hot in here. Okay. So I guess the issue that I can look at right now is I changed from like the linear map to this thing, like this branching map, but the issue is click on the rectangle. Whoa, what happened? Oh, we have a major issue here. Ooh, hold on. Okay, something bad happened. Was it when I changed the resolution? None of this is different. Oh. Maybe. Oh, shoot. I changed this. I did. I changed the camera size. But why is that? It's literally taking so long to load that it thinks it's not responding. Jeez. Need to fix that. Okay, what am I missing? Something's wrong with the UI. Let's see. Logical size. Ooh. I didn't think about that. What if the logical size is smaller or larger than the window size? But that doesn't happen in... That does not happen in the shop. Why is that? Yeah, it's not happening in the shop. Why is it happening out there? Not enough. Okay, let's go to shop real quick. Then... Oh, what are we doing here? Oh boy. Oh no, 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 no. That should not be there. Draw exit button at bottom. What? It's at top. Draw treasure icon placeholder. How long I've been streaming? I've been streaming for an hour and 50 minutes. I'm gonna stream for like 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna turn it off. Enabled. Oh wait, no. Clicked on rectangle. What do you mean? Okay. Let's see if that is it. I think, I mean, honestly, the more important thing is why that click's not working. I think I know why. Let's see. Click on rectangle. Something's wrong. Okay. Something's definitely wrong with the mouth position calculation. Me too. I think you got it. Okay. It looks like there was an error there. Legitimate error. A method error? Bro. There's no this there anymore. Okay. Here we go. We should at least be able to exit the shop now. Oh, cool. Okay. I guess that's all I got done. That's okay. I mean, I guess I fixed some bugs, so. Okay. Cool. All right. Thanks.